Hey everybody, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit. And these are cheapy poker chips, hot glued down to a metal pie pan with some baking soda and super glue to do dirt on them. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make, in my campaign, Dr. Ludwig Lorbis and his wife, Dr. Linda Lorbis, have created something called Element X. And the forces of evil essentially help them unlock some secrets, and they've created something horrible with it, and it can be used as a grenade-like weapon. So I'm going to be making some patches of it to spread around and spread the joy and mutate villagers and stuff with. So the smartest thing to do would have been to get some like different colored glue, but I'm just using my clear glue. So instead of painting these now, I'm going to wait. So to get these going, I'm going to try to get some irregular piles of glue. And I'm going to let that kind of run where it wants to run. And I think this is going to take about a stick and a half. I could be wrong though. Okay. So if you're within 5 foot of one of these piles, assume that it is bubbling and popping and squirting and being disgusting to an extent. Like that's always a reality with this stuff, is it's like it doesn't cool down until it absorbs all the way into the ground. Okay. Something like that. Okay. Now we need to let it cool down for just a moment. And when those start to change color, like they're losing their clearness, that means that they're drying. That's why a different color underneath probably would have been helpful. But I didn't have that, so we just used what I had. White poker chips. I could have used different colored poker chips. I'm dumb. Alright. Those seem like they're pretty cool. Alright. So now I'm going to spray those with some brown spray real quick. Just like that. Then we'll hot air them with the hot air gun. Just like this. Okay. And then we want the bubbly gross effect that we got on the miniatures. And we're going to do the same thing we did on them. We're just going to get some. There we go. Okay. Now they have some texture. And let's cool them off a little bit. I'm just going to wave this back and forth in the air in a fan-like motion. There we go. That should be pretty cool now. Not perfectly, but it's okay. I'll just take this opportunity to push my finger down in there like that. All right, let's get a piece of cardboard and a brush. I'm using a soft kind of brush with some warm water and some of this paint here. I'm just going to come around and do around the outsides and simulate the same kind of painted desert thing I do all the time. Okay. Just painted desert base. Nothing too spectacular. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit of beige and a little bit of water. This beige is called khaki. I'm going to come around there and break that up some. Like that. I'm going to get rid of that cardboard. And then I'm going to get a dark blue. Actually, I'm going to use this metallic blue because I don't get to use this very often. Why am I shaking it when I have a paint shaker? One that I haven't caught on fire? I don't know. I'm going to come around and I'm going to paint these this metallic blue color. And they don't have to be perfect. Let me get a drink real quick. So for those of you who haven't watched the past few videos involving element X, it's essentially not even an element. It's a molecule that they've created that has some kind of necromantic power to bring things back from the dead and to fuse the living in the dead, and it's just terrible, gross shit. Basically, these two doctors are working with the forces of evil, and the forces of evil is like, yeah, if you work for us, you get to access to our super cool guy evil ship. Well, these doctors, their son Adam passed away. And using the first bits of Element X they made, they bond Adam to a dead guy. Or, sorry, Adam was dead. They bonded him to a living man that they captured. And it was allowing him, with the small amount of Element X they had, to keep Adam going. Let's see, what colors do I have here? Let's try some of the speed paint. See if we can't make something fancy out of this. So I'm just going to get a dibby dab of that there. This is called Plasmatic Bolt. I'm just going to smear that around. Try to make this look some different colors. I think Plasmatic Bolt was a good choice. You probably can't see it too well from the camera because the metallic's reflective. But at an angle down here, I'm catching a good look at it, and it looks good to me. Yeah, so if you're standing adjacent to one of these blobs on the ground where they've thrown it, it kind of pulsates and bubbles and fizzes and spits everywhere. The chances every turn you being adjacent to one of these, there's a 50% chance you're going to get hit. And if you're 5 foot away, there's a 5% chance you're going to get hit with it. And then that's going to provoke the saving throws, which again are very low. But the prospect of people getting turned into this is scary, and we want to make sure that people understand that. Okay, I have another idea. I don't know how good it's going to be. I'm going to get a little bit of this purple alchemy. I'm just going to put a drop of that on there too. In each one. Okay. And I'm going to get a toothpick instead of a brush. Or you could use a metal pointed thing or whatever you got, a piece of wire, really anything. I'm just going to kind of drag that around. Like that. Maybe on low heat. Yeah, that's high. Okay. So I'm going to dry those off, hit them with a clear coat. It's going to take a while for these to dry. Then I'm going to hit them with a clear coat, and then they will be my piles of Element X that they've thrown bombs of. So anyways, thanks for watching and hanging out with me today. It's been cool of you to join me. If you want to learn more about the Element X and Dr. Ludwig and Dr. Linda Lorbus, the married couple of psychopaths, the best way to do that is to go through the catalog here and find videos talking about their son, New Adam, and maybe the unhumans they've created. But either way, please like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell icon, and all that algorithm-related stuff. Leave comments and stuff. Check out the website. Maybe buy some miniatures. There's a discount code in the description. And come hang out with us on Discord. We'd really appreciate that. We're going to be doing more live paint events. We kind of got out of it, and we're getting back into it. So we'd love to have you there. We'll see you next time.